let's talk about Oscar nominations. They came out a few days ago. And the big story is Emilia Perez, which I actually watched last night.
Okay.
Which is a Spanish language musical drama.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Okay.
I did. Wicked has 10 nominations.
Well, that deserves 10 nominations.
Another standout is The Substance, which is a horror movie with Demi Moore.
And that got really bad reviews as a movie, but which is so fascinating. See, all these subjects.
It's about basically like replacing yourself with the younger version with like Botox and all this
exactly.
stuff.
I mean, the subject matters are so depressing. I mean, where are these people living? What about lovely areas of the country that we could talk about on screen? I don't know why we have to see these dark, dark things.
So back in the day, it was definitely about big stars, blockbusters. Now we're seeing these indie films and even international productions like Emilia Perez really stealing the show.
Yeah.
Do you think the Oscars have lost touch with everyday moviegoers?
Absolutely.
Or is it good to shine a light on those lesser known filmmakers and stories?
You know, I think the whole Oscar has lost their appeal for most of America maybe 5-6 years ago, before COVID even, because the films don't warrant Oscars. They're not great films. And maybe one film comes out a year that's even talkable. I mean, that you want to even talk about.
I mean, great film, somewhat subjective, but even if it's not necessarily the quality of the film, it might just be what you're interested in, but I don't know. But I think that if not film and Hollywood, how else? Otherwise, everyone's just going to be inane if all you're showing is happy-go-lucky blockbuster action.
No, but the thing is, I don't mind all the different entertainment. I think that's wonderful. You have different choices and subject matters, which should be open to everybody. But they don't warrant Academy Awards. That used to be something that was reserved. Now, maybe the actors and actresses warrant it, but the films themselves are not great. It's not like The Godfather, where you saw a tremendously magnificent film on screen with actors that were beyond superlative.
I think also, I don't know because I'm not as plugged in, but like that's a big budget movie.
Oh,
how do you get
absolutely.
a budget like that if you aren't already the top 10 directors?
That I don't know. I'm not privy to anything that goes on in Hollywood. But I must say that they've lost. Certainly the glamour is lost. You know, they wear these young girls put on these outfits, and really who cares, because nobody knows who these girls are except for maybe a few influencers. They're not like you said before, they're not the stars like they used to be. Some of the men are still. I think the men more than the women are really the big high profile stars.
I think the way that the stars were
it was
made, which is we were kind of saying
they were made by studios
in a different episode, but but also like it was the same 5 actors in like every single movie.
Yes, because that's what the public wanted.
Right.
You have to understand the public, and we're talking about a much smaller public than that is now. It was maybe 30 million. Now we have 300 million people watching the screens. But what I'm saying is I think and I'm hoping movies come back. Because it was a wonderful form of entertainment for families. You know, you used to be able to go to a movie for $2 or even $1. Mm-hmm. Now it's a major cost for a family to go to the movies.
You just wait for it to hit streaming.
Yeah, but you lose the quality of not seeing it on a big screen and not going. That's why the big movies that make a lot of money in the theaters are the ones like Gladiator and Spider-Man and all those that really don't show well on a small screen. Yeah. So, is Hollywood dead? No, they're making money again. Are the theaters almost gone? Yes. Mm-hmm. And I think that's sad.
I saw a statistic earlier, but I don't have it in front of me. Like it made the nominated films made a few $1 billion.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's pretty good.
I don't know how much they spent.
Not that.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I doubt that. I don't know. Level. We had some, Wicked and all of those that made a lot of money. Yeah.
Well, those will be seen. You know, I was listening to somebody on the news the other day.
Did you watch it yet?
No. They were talking about it. He's already taken his children 3 times.
How have you not watched it?
I'm going to say something that's not going to be good. I don't want it to spoil my feeling about the show on Broadway.
Oh, I think it'll.
I love the show so
pleasantly-
much on Broadway that I didn't want to see it in the theater. And I'm going to eventually because these stars are wonderful and everybody says it's great. But I had such fond memories of Wicked when it first came out that, certain things I like to just see the way they were. It's like The Wizard of Oz with Judy Garland.
Right.
I never wanted to see anybody else redo her role.
I don't know if they would reboot that movie.
I don't think
and
they
this
can.
is a different adaptation. It's screen versus stage.
Right.
It's going to feel different.
It's different.
But maybe it adds a new element.
And a new dimension, I'm sure. I'll get to it.
Yeah.